The holidays are near, a time of love and celebration, and gifts too. Many people associate the tradition of giving gifts at Christmas time with the Magi. According to the Bible, the Magi were the three men who traveled a great distance to give gifts to the baby Jesus, and they are often called the wise men. But today, let us tell you a tale about some other gift givers.
Della and Jim are a young married couple living in New York City. What a splendid world that was!
Indeed it was, Della. Central Park at Christmas time is so delightful.
What shall we do now?
Okay, so let's walk down Broadway and window shop.
But we haven't any money.
So look, so we can dream, can we? Look at this scarf.
Oh, wouldn't I be lovely wearing one of those?
Well, don't be silly. You're beautiful just the way you are.
And look at those cones. I admire them forever. Pure turtle shell. Imagine how they look in my hair.
Well, Bella, your hair is already so long and beautiful. Look, it almost your knee.
Do you think so, Jim? Do you really think it's beautiful?
I'm a bit cool, Bella, but I'm the luckiest man in New York.
Jim and Della live in a shabby little one-room apartment. But Jim does have one possession. His pocket watch.
I must be off to work.
Don't be home late, Jim.
I'll put in my time and nothing more.
You look so sophisticated when you glance at your watch.
Do I? Even with this old leather strap, I'm using this plate of a chain.
Who's do not stick the strap when such a handsome man is holding such a glorious watch?
Jim leaves for his office. On the way out, he waits to the janitor Sydney.
Good morning, Mr. Young. Up to work already, are you?
I mustn't be late for work, Sydney.
No, sure. That's quite a watch.
It was my grandfather's. Keeps perfect time.
It's quite remarkable.
Sydney, about my mailbox.
It's exotic, Mr. James Dillingham Young, just like you asked.
That is it. Perhaps it would be best if it said Mr. James D. Young.
Oh no, sure, Dillingham sound so distinguished.
Is this still for a man who makes $30 a week, not for a man who makes a mere $20?
Another pay cut? Times so hard.
Yes, they are, Sydney. But whether it is $20 or $30 a week, I must be on time.
Like Jim, Della has only one treasure, her long, beautiful hair. Della and her neighbors sit together at the kitchen table.
85, 86. $1.87. No matter how often I count it, Mrs. Porter, the amount never changes.
Of course not, dear. But a penny saved is a penny earned.
And how I earn this penny, Mrs. Porter? I've learned to write a hard bargain. The butcher, the grocer, the milkman, I think they grin when they see me coming. I'll take the workers of meat to say a penny, and the ruined fruit to say true.
Don't you worry now, dear. Things will turn around for you till I just know it.
But it's Christmas Eve. $1.87. What can I buy my wonderful Jim with $1.87?
Now don't cry, Della.
Just then, Della happens to glance in the mirror. She catches sight of her long, beautiful hair rippling and shining like a cascade of brown water. She stands for a moment. A final tear splashes on the worn carpet.
I have it, Mrs. Porter.
Della's face grows pale as she quickly arranges her hair into a
Della,
bun.
you mustn't.
I must. For Jim. For Christmas.
Moments later, Della arrives at Madame Sophie's hair goods of all kinds.
Will you buy my hair?
I do buy hair. Let's take off your hat and I will have a look at it.
Dell ripples the brow cascade.
What could be so important that you sacrifice such a lovely hair?
I sacrifice everything for my dream. How much is it worth?
Your hair. $20.
Her hair gone and $20 crammed into her fist. Della rushes out onto the street.
That's for Jim.
For 2 hours, Della ransacks the stores searching for that special something.
He needs a new overcoat. Every day he goes to work without gloves to warm his hand. But his gift needs to be something precious, something worthy of the honor of being owned by Jim.
She soon spots just the thing.
May I have you?
May I see this watch chain?
Well, certain, miss. A high change, a platinum, a very expensive.
It's so perfect for my husband. With a chain like this on his watch, he could keep the time in anyone's company. How much is it?
$21.
I'll take it. How bad is it, Mrs. Potter?
A pretty thing like you. You're adorable with and without your hair. We curl one neck with it. That's what we do. We curl it. Within 40 minutes, Della's head is covered with tiny curls.
That's not so bad now, is it?
But when Della looks at her reflection in the mirror, she remains worried.
If Jim doesn't faint before we take a second look, he say I look like a truant schoolboy. A boy.
No.
But what could I do with $1.87?
I'll go now before Jim gets home.
Yes, you had better. He's never late.
Don't you worry now, it will be alright.
Oh, please, let him think I'm still pretty.
A moment after Mrs. Porter leaves, Jim steps in. Seeing Della, he freezes. He says nothing. He merely stands there with a peculiar expression on his face.
Jim, darling, don't stare at me like that. I had cut off my hair and sold it because I couldn't have lived through Christmas without giving you a gift. It will grow back.
But Jim continues to stare at Della. He seemed to be in a trance.
You don't mind, do you, Jim? My hair grows awfully fast. Say something. You couldn't imagine what a wonderful gift I have for you.
You cut off your hair?
And sold it. Don't you like me just as well anyhow? I mean, I'm still myself without my hair, aren't I?
Jim looks around the room curiously.
You says your hair's gone?
Don't look for it. It's gone. I did it for you.
Don't make mistake, Della. There's no way that your hair gonna change my love for you. And so now please open this wrap and you see why you took me to surprise.
Della unwraps the gift and screams for joy, then cries aloud. For there comes the precious tortoiseshell comes. She so long desired without the hope of ever having.
My hair does grow fast, Jim.
Jim has not yet seen his present. Della holds it out to him in her open palm.
Isn't it dainty, Jim?
Della, I sell the watch for money and buy you the corms. So now let's put our present away and because it's too new to use. And now, shall we have some dinner?
Today, we told you of true people who sacrificed their greatest treasures. You might think they were foolish, but in a world to the wise, let us conclude with this. Of all who give and receive gifts, these true were the wisest. They are the Magi.